South Wales has got a bill to prevent these critical sites being used. But I do wonder. It is Paul Toole. I think you're correct. I'm sorry. Haven't had enough coffee this morning. It's the wrong parliament for me. But I think the broader point is you have to ask why these people are still protesting. Why they're not encouraging Palestinian actors to come to the table and ensure that this peace process actually concludes, because it's not just about the returning of the hostages, it's about ensuring the aid gets through, it's about ensuring an economic transition for Gaza, it's about ensuring a strong future there with an international
Do you have a
force.
view about the fact that the leaders of this protest that we see speaking publicly don't appear to be Palestinian Australians?
Well, some of them are, but some of them are just the organised hard left. And I think, we've got a real problem in this country where people are bringing foreign conflicts onto our streets again and again, week after week. And I think Australians are thoroughly sick of it.
You would have heard earlier my report on critical minerals and their importance to the US and the government strategy here to fund smelters to keep them going. Is that a smart play?
Look, the government's been talking about a critical minerals plan for months, and within, less than 2 weeks till they see the president, there's still no plan on the table. We support.
Well, there may be. We might not know about it.
The question is why don't Australians know about it? Why haven't they made the plan public? And what are the critical minerals that are on the list? Before the election, we were calling for uranium in relation to the United States to be on the list. We think it's important that in planning a critical minerals supply, that you include not only our domestic markets, but our markets of our key allies and trading
partners. I think 12% of our uranium sales go to the US. The majority goes to Canada. You want to see that lifted?
Well, in relation to the critical minerals process before the election, we suggested that uranium be on the list. Now, as you know, all of our policies since the election are up for review. I think the government should at least consider that.
You flicked the switch to Law and Order this week as an opposition and asked the government to put in place mandatory sentences for having child sex abuse material, and that was after this horrific case in Victoria. What's your thinking behind this?
Look, Australians want first and foremost to see governments protecting children. We want children to grow up free and enjoy the innocence of childhood.
Good luck out there.
People who perpetrate child sex offences should do serious time. And what we've been seeing is an absolute epidemic of child sexual abuse in Australia. Australians are familiar with it, sadly, because of the issues that occur in childcare centres in Victoria and New South Wales and Queensland. The Australian Centre for Countering Child Exploitation revealed that there are over 82,000 instances raised within the last 2 years of online child sexual abuse. That's an average of 226 instances.